What's up, guys? It's King Daddy
No,
D-Mac.
shut the hell up, Lucas. You're always with that bullshit. Cause we ain't talking about that shit. We talking about the Grower Show, and I'm old head the wise SB. This is my young nephew, young LB, LLB,
Young.
LL Bean. They ever call you LL Bean growing up?
No, never.
Anyway, welcome back to the Grower Show podcast, everybody, with Samuel and Lucas. And today we will be talking about the redbud tree, the first sign of spring here in America. And I'm sorry that I'm wearing no shirt because we just embarked upon an expedition, a journey through the swamplands and through the rivers and canyons, and my shirt's soaking wet hanging on a tree back there, so I could not wear it any further. But today it's spring. And so we were talking about the redbud tree, also known as the Cercis canadensis. So,
Cercis canadensis texanus.
Texanus. But overall, we want to just talk about the eastern redbud, Lucas. The Texanus is the one here. The canadensis is from wherever your relatives are from.
East Texas.
You know where I'm talking about. Manitoba.
Oh, dude, my ancestors were never in Manitoba. They were in Ontario and Quebec.
Anyway, the Cercis canadensis, it grows through most of America, even into central Mexico and southern Canada.
Mexicana?
Yes.
It's a Mexican subspecies.
And it's the state tree of Oklahoma, the one over here.
Yeah, Oklahoma redbud, which
Yes.
is just a version of the Texas redbud.
Yes.
Believe it or
So
not.
we don't need to, all these labels, guys. Human, non-human,
Well, that's an important
alien.
one. Obamacare?
Oh no, it's some lady. Okay. So anyway, guys, what makes the redbud so special? It's not only that it's the first sign of spring. It means we can be outside frolicking amongst the butterflies and the bees and the lizards, as me and Lucas have been today. But it also is cauliflory.
Cauliflorous. Cauliflory.
It's a hard word to say. But anyway, it means that, as
like
you can see
cauliflower.
here, the flowers bloom right upon the bare wood. Before it leaves out, the flowers bloom upon the bark and the tree here. And it's a delicious tree here, Lucas, so why don't we try a little bit? Here you go. We'll have ourselves a snack to get ourselves energized for the podcast.
Oh, I thought we were going to cheers.
Oh. And cheers to you, our people. We love you so.
That was a better one than the ones we were having earlier.
It is good. And apparently the seeds are good. Oh, but these are the dried seeds from last year.
Yeah, you need to get them when they're green.
When they're green, the green developing seeds are apparently quite good.
And you can eat them like sugar snap peas, I heard.
It tastes kind of like sugar snap peas, the flour.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, legitimately, yeah.
It really does,
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
just ate. So, let's see here. Okay, so let's just go through quickly a list of the other cauliflory trees, okay? So, there's one called the Syzygium monospermum. You ever heard of that, Lucas?
Monospermum, no.
So it has really beautiful yellow flowers, and we'll just put images up as we go through. The jackfruit, which is a type of fruit in like some other place, not here. Some types of ficus even bloom directly on the thing. Some other interesting ones, the papaya. The papaya grows the flowers and then fruits right on the bare wood. So that's interesting. The Davidsonia, or the Davidson's plum, which is a type of plum in Australia, the cannonball tree, which is a very cool tree, and the durian fruit, the Pavonia strictiflora, with a beautiful red flower, and the most interesting cauliflory tree and plant of all time. You know what it is, Lucas? So does that mean no?
Yeah, I know, I was asking, yeah, what?
Cacao, also known as chocolate.
So, is it pronounced cacao or cocoa?
No clue. But the point is, those pod things that chocolate grow on, they grow directly on the branch.
Yeah, I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, there are actually a lot of cauliflory.
Yes, and English is our second language, guys,
Cauliflory.
everyone.
Yeah. Um,
Our first language is reticulum.
well, it might be yours, but
Anyway, the chocolate, very interesting. So, the redbud, it's the first sign of spring here in Texas, and that's why we love this tree so.
yeah, and it's really nice because even if it blooms before the last frost, the flowers still survive the last frost, which is actually pretty unique.
And it's going to be a frost this weekend.
There's gonna be a frost this
Did
weekend.
you see, dude? On Sunday, it's going to be 95 during the day and 35 at night.
Really?
Yeah, 60 degree
That is
temperature swing. So
not
that's
good for anybody.
That's not good for nobody.
Everybody's gonna get a cold.
Yeah, except for us, because we've been eating the native plants and wildlife,
Yeah,
and so we're in tune with nature, and we'll be just fine.
they're prepared. We're prepared. But yeah, these
But
bad
everyone
boys,
else, other than us,
yeah.
they're not. They're in for a rough week.
If you look at the apple trees also bloom before they leaf. Often. Yeah. No, yeah, they do that, don't they? Apple trees,
Do they?
plum trees. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I don't
Cherry
know.
trees, maybe they bloom at the same time.
None of these
peach
were on the
trees.
list, Lucas. I don't
No,
think
yeah,
you're
I'm-
right about any of this.
Because cauliflory does not.
Cauliflory.
That doesn't mean that they bloom before they leaf out. It means that they bloom on their wood.
Yes.
So
Okay.
these bloom before they leaf out. If it freezes, maybe not the native plums, but the cultivated plums. If it freezes after they've bloomed, after they've started blooming, the flowers will like shatter and they'll not do anything. They'll just
Yes.
die, and potentially even the stems on the tips of the plants will die, and it might set it back a whole year.
Wow.
And damage the plant. But with these guys, they're tough enough to where they can take like a freeze down to like 25 degrees. I've seen, and like
Really? Wow, blooming?
I've
Down to
seen
25?
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago. We got like a 25-degree frost in Bee Cave, and they were still and they were blooming,
Here,
and they were
let's have
blooming
some
before,
more.
and they were blooming after, and they produced all the seeds that they wanted to produce. So did just fine.
All right. So, what else? Oh, and have you heard of the theories of why it grows like this, Lucas?
Cauliflory?
There's some people over there looking at us. Don't look at us. Yes. So, one theory is that it's so that animals that are walking directly or climbing directly on the tree branches will be more likely to pollinate them and spread the seeds. Pollinate or spread the seeds, I guess. So,
Smart.
delicious. Some of these plants, a lot of them, are pollinated by bats.
Really? That makes sense though.
Or maybe not pollinated by bats, but they're eaten by bats, so the seeds are spread by bats.
The seeds?
Yes.
Well, it would make sense that they were pollinated by bats because a lot of the bats here, we have like fruit bats here, right? So they like to eat the sweet stuff.
True.
So
So
it would
yeah,
make
maybe
sense
it
if
is
they were
bats.
climbing all over these guys,
Yeah.
sucking on them teats.
Makes
So-
perfect sense to me. So that's one theory, but it's just a theory, Lucas. Just like
A
evolution.
game theory,
Just like evolution, right?
just like evolution, just like gravity.
Just like gravity, and I think that's going to be disproved soon. How about you?
I think so too. I think gravity, it's kind of like done for as an idea. Probably
It's
doesn't
foolish.
exist.
Yes. So, let's go on. The redbud tree, the Cercis canadensis, the leaves. This is a very essential plant to the native environment, Lucas. The leaves are eaten by many types of caterpillars and moths. So, it
You know.
provides for the insect world as well as for us. And by the way, these flowers, you can eat them raw like we've been, bring them home, put them in a salad, but supposedly a lot of people fry them. So I don't know nothing about no frying no flower now, Lucas. Now, but your people down there in the Appalachian Mountains down, they done did that for many a year.
Your ancestors are also from Missouri, aren't they?
Yeah.
We're of the same stock, dude.
Yeah, actually we're related. We're third cousins.
We
Lucas.
probably are basically genetically third cousins.
and listen to this, Lucas. This was the most interesting thing I heard of it. Being edible. And this is from the southern Appalachia. The green twigs are used often as seasoning for wild game.
Uh-oh.
So I don't really know nothing about that here now. But
I don't think there aren't any green twigs on it yet.
no, you can see it's just popping off.
Yeah.
Just here, right here. You see a tiny little bit. But I don't know what that means. Do they chop it up and like rub it on?
Yeah, well,
What do
they
you
might
think?
like split them open and like peel the bark off,
Yeah, and maybe just like grill it on the
Yeah.
wood.
or they might soak it in water and then just like rub it on.
Maybe. But one thing I found interesting is they use this often to season wild game,
We should
such
try
as
that.
coons,
Oh.
which we're going to get into.
We're gonna get
Coon
into
hunting.
coon trapping,
We're getting into coon hunting, coon trapping,
troon
troon
hunting too,
hunting.
as well. You should probably cut out as well as
Yes, but anyway, Lucas.
because those are both slurs.
Really, what's the first one mean?
Person.
Did you make that up?
No, that's real.
Lucas, what if we made up our own slurs and we used them here and everyone knows we're saying it as a slur, but it's not a word anyone else uses? Is that bad? That's I've heard before. But I'm just saying, if we make up our own slurs, is that illegal or bad? Or is it good? You be the judge, everyone.
Is it good? I don't know. I feel like that's debatable.
Lucas, let me get on to this. One of the things they usually would use the stuff to season, guess what that is?
Squirrel.
Opossum.
Oh,
So I never heard.
is it
about
pronounced opossum or is it pronounced possum? Is that how they say it? Where are you from?
opossum? I don't know.
They pronounce it like that?
I
up there?
thought possum was like a different animal in
Well,
a different part of the world. And
Possums are in Australia, but then we
Yeah.
spell them opossum here, but I think the O is silent in most
Really?
dialects of American
Opossum.
English. Yeah, we just call them possum here.
Well, whatever it is, they're scary as hell. They're around my house. They're huge.
I don't want to eat those.
I didn't know you could eat them. Did you?
You can eat anything. I don't want to eat that though.
They're really weird looking.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to eat them. I feel like they look like they look like a gamer, you know?
Yeah.
They look like one of them gamers who
But
like
maybe we'll get their energy and their life force, and maybe it'd be good for us to have.
I don't want gamer life force or energy.
What's
I don't-
gamer mean?
Gamer, like people who play video games?
Oh yeah, they do look kind of like those incel type,
Yeah.
like.
I don't like to use the I word, but those gamers, those disgusting creatures.
And playing video games, guys, we're against that here on the Growers Show.
Disgusting.
We
Waste of
We
time.
ain't got time for that. If you rich, now Lucas, if you rich, go right ahead and play some video games, of course. If
No,
you're rich,
get to breeding. If you're rich, start breeding.
yeah, but you got time to play like an hour every once in a while.
Okay,
It
sure.
is.
Yeah, maybe every once in a while. Everybody has time
But I'm
to
just
play
saying,
every once
us,
in a while.
we
but-
don't got no time for that.
Yeah, no time.
We got to be filming podcasts, filming for the Houseplant channel, editing, filming for Lucas's Viking channel. He's learning like 6 languages at once right now, plus going to school full time, plus
watching
working full-time.
anime.
I'm going to school. I mean, I'm going to school in my mind.
Yeah.
But I'm working all the time. Working.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting fired up here, Lucas. But the point is, guys,
No, we're
we
hustling,
We ain't
dude.
got time. We hustling. We out here hustling.
I'm trying
So-
to breed right now.
Yeah. So, anyways, the flowers of this beautiful redbud tree, they contain anthocyanins.
Anthocyanins.
That's the word I was thinking of earlier, which is the coloring,
Ah.
the purplish color that mayhaw can get, and the red color. You know what I'm talking about, Lucas?
Yeah.
We talked about that in the mayhaw
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
It's a flavonoid that has many medicinal benefits. So,
I saw something about the red leaves on some cultivars of the redbud.
dude, did you see those one that looks like pixelated? There's this one crazy cultivar of redbud that's grown for the leaves more than the flowers, and it like looks like the way it grows, like each leaf is slightly less red, and it like looks like pixelated when you see it from afar.
That is weird, but
That's some crazy stuff, man.
I know that I saw online that you shouldn't be planting the ones with the red leaves that are just like purple all year round. I forgot what I think there's one called Merlot
And why shouldn't you grow them?
because the butterflies don't lay their eggs on them because they're bad for their caterpillars because they have some sort of compound that makes them red that is
Yeah.
like that tastes bad to the caterpillars.
And that's people, they get in, they're newfangled inventions, and they messing with God's plan.
Yeah, selective breeding, man. Well, I think we should be
Guys,
selectively breeding humans.
what God has made for us, it's perfect, this beautiful earth.
Yeah.
So don't be meddling in affairs that you shouldn't be meddling in.
Well, I mean, that's how we've gotten every single, like... well, that's a little... that's different. But, no, that's how we've gotten every single one of the, oh, look at the little redbud leaf. That's how we've gotten every single one of the, like, domesticated species of animal or plant. All of them.
Meddling.
Yeah. Or, like, all
Just
those...
like those meddling kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't be like them.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
I am. I'm really afraid of ghosts,
But
actually.
no, yeah, I think that's interesting because I find the purple ones really pretty, and I think the Merlot there are ones of each subspecies, but I think that the Merlot is a cultivar of the Texas redbud.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting. I found a lot of information about how cutter bees, leaf cutter bees or whatever, they like to use the eastern redbud leaves as their like building material.
Really?
Yeah, they like stick them in their holes or whatever.
Cutter? What are they called?
Leaf cutter bees.
Leaf cutter bees.
Yeah, and I've heard you can tell when the bees have been there because they'll have these little perfectly round holes in the leaves.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
But I've never seen them on the Texas redbuds.
Maybe they don't have them around this part of Texas.
Well, I think that we have the leaf cutter bees. I think that maybe the difference is that Texas redbud leaves are much thicker. So they like how thin and like they like the eastern redbud because they're really soft leaves. But the Texas redbud leaves are a little bit more leathery. They're thicker, they're darker green, they're leathery.
To sustain the drought more?
Yeah, it's an adaptation
to
to drought.
To survive the drought.
And then Mexican redbuds are even further in that direction.
Marron, Amiya.
Yeah, Mexican redbuds, they have the wavy, they look like wavy Lays, you know? Wavy Lays chips.
Really?
Yeah, you look at the edge.
They're all wavy, gravy type stuff.
Wavy edge, and that's another adaptation to the drought as well.
Interesting. How does the waviness cause them to be more drought resistant?
I don't know.
Or tolerant or whatever.
That's just what Alex told me.
Anyway, the flowers contain anthocyanins, just like mayhaw. And the green, so this is what we don't have here. The green seeds. The green seeds, when they're developing and they're still unripe, that's what's the best part to eat. And you can fry, that's what made people fry it up. We should roast them.
We should come back here. Maybe we should hold off on posting this episode and then come back when they
Or we'll just make a part 2.
Yeah, we could do that.
And we just film ourselves taking them, and then we film ourselves cooking them up. We have a cooking show.
Yeah, cooking show.
Cooking show coming soon, and hunting show coming soon.
Dude, what if we combine the two?
Yeah.
We make a
We'll make this recipe.
Yeah, and combine it with the meat, with the squirrel meat.
We'll catch a raccoon or a squirrel, yeah. But let me
Make
just say the last thing. The green unripe seeds contain a bunch of different fatty acids. So, they're actually highly nutritious. So I say, we get ourselves a couple squirrels, we get ourselves some of the flowers, we get ourselves some of the seeds. We make ourselves a buffet off the natural food that the land provided for us. And once again, we are trying to be in our lives Christ-like. And I was spazzing on my dad, and he told me that ain't Christ-like, you know? But nobody ever really tell you when you being like Christ. They don't want to admit it to you. Who's going to say, oh, you're really acting like Christ these days, Lucas? You know, it's because everyone's haters out there. They're not going to tell you the truth. But me and Lucas, we're putting on for our families and for the community. And so we're just trying our best.
Well, okay, yeah, I will agree that we are trying our best. There you go. Yeah, sure. Sure, on that point.
Anyways, guys, I don't know what I'm even talking about today. I'm basically dehydrated, having heat stroke. And so, just talking here,
No, these are great. We have the Texas, we have the Texas subspecies growing in the Texas Hill Country, as well as other parts of Central Texas. I believe these are the ones that will be growing off the escarpment as well as on it.
Of course.
I believe either these grow all the way up in Oklahoma, or Oklahoma just stole ours. Who knows? But ours are more drought tolerant. Ours are more sun tolerant. The ones in eastern Texas, they like a little bit more shade. Ours will grow out in the full sun. They have no problem. Super drought tolerant. the Mexicans are even more drought tolerant. They grow up in those limestone mountains down there. They stay a lot smaller, more bush form. Ours become trees, but they don't get quite as big as the eastern. The eastern gets a lot bigger. You want to make sure that if you plant these bad boys, you don't get one of them westerners. The westerners are quite large, and they're just a totally different species. Don't even worry about that.
Don't even think about that.
You don't want that.
You don't want that.
You want the eastern.
East Coast is the best coast.
Yeah.
West Coast is the worst coast. You know what they say here?
Yeah.
And it's that.
The East Coast is the land of my ancestors. You know, my ancestors were
from down old Virginia way.
Yeah, Chesapeake Bay. You know, Virginia, Maryland.
Baltimore, The Wire.
They were not in
crabs out the
Baltimore.
bay.
No, they were far. They were plantation owners, so they weren't in the cities. They were out in the countryside with the black folk. So
That's where I went to college, Lucas, out there in just north of the Mason-Dixon line.
Oh, really?
Out there in Gettysburg, PA.
I love the Mason-Dixon line. I wish that we built a wall on it.
Have you heard of Mason and Dixon, the book by Thomas Pynchon?
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, well, it's a book about Mason and Dixon making that line.
Really?
And it's the book I got. I'm going to read it next. It's one of the next books I'm going to read. Well, Thomas Pynchon, he's one of the great authors of our time, and shout out to Thomas Pynchon, he's still alive. The Crying of Lot 49, Inherent Vice, Vineland. He's a great man, and he wrote.
Vineland, is that about Missouri?
No.
Oh.
And he wrote the Mason and Dixon book, and he wrote it in the dialect of the time.
Bro, okay, dude, you need to send me that name or something. I need to.
I'll
read
send
that.
it to you. It looks really interesting, but I started reading it, and it was so confusing that I gave up.
No, I love
But
that.
I'm gonna get back to it. But you'll like it. This guy's a super genius.
No, yeah, I would love to read
And
the
he
dialect
wrote
of the
all
time.
in the dialect of the time.
I've got a book that is just like letters and diary entries written by women between the years of 1826 and 1900 on
Wow.
the Texas frontier.
Did I tell you that
It's
I read
amazing.
that diary from the Revolutionary War? Did I tell you that story?
No.
I got this book. I stole it, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to name where. I got this book, Lucas. It was a diary from this girl in the Revolutionary War from, where was it that George Washington's army was, the winter before?
Valley Forge?
In Valley Forge, yeah. And it was a really interesting book. And I read the whole book. This was a couple months ago. I get to the last page, the end, It's chosen about the author and has a photograph of a woman from a current times. It says,
fake?
"Oh, she's the author of many historical fiction books." No.
Disappointing.
Lucas, I was infuriated. I threw the book across the room because what was interesting to me that it was from the time.
Yeah.
It was total bullshit. They got me, dog.
Yeah, in school they have us read Anne Frank's diary, but they don't have us read our own countryman's diary from the Revolutionary War, our own ancestors who fought and murdered British people so that we could be free.
Yeah.
We don't even learn what they had to say
And
about
then they
their
try to
own
write
day.
us a fake book and give us the fake book to read.
Absolutely not.
Because
Absolutely not.
whoever wrote that book, shame on you.
No, it abolished the
Shame.
Texas school system, dude. For feeding us this garbage from this weird random Dutch woman. Who cares?
Who cares,
Who
man?
cares? Dude, she's in the
Wait,
Netherlands.
you had to read that book when you were in school?
We didn't read the whole thing. We had to read a lot of it, though.
We didn't read that where I was from, Lucas. We had more pressing issues.
No, I mean, there are a lot
read
more
the-
pressing
we
issues
read
than just reading
the
a diary
Odyssey.
from some dead
The
girl.
Odyssey.
The Odyssey,
The Old Man in the Sea.
we should have had to read that. We should
We
have had to
read-
read that.
Of Mice and Men.
That one we did read. That one was great.
We read Atticus Finch
We did not read that.
on the courthouse step. What was that book called? To Kill a Mockingbird.
We watched the movie.
You know, we read classics. What was that book? The Crucible.
Well, you're older than me. You lived back when people knew how to read. My generation doesn't read.
Back when I was in school, we read books, Lucas. And I'm now reading The Day After Roswell by Philip Corso. And that's the guy who fucking was there, Lucas, when at Roswell, New Mexico, 1947, when those aliens, they got the bodies. And that was some of my relatives back there when they first crashed to Earth and came. That was when my relatives immigrated to America.
Really?
Yeah, they immigrated from Zeta Reticuli in their spacecraft.
Oh yeah. My ancestors actually came from Agartha. That's where all really ethnic Americans came from.
And that's why we're going to take a trip to Antarctica pretty soon, too. To visit the ice wall.
Go to Agartha, go to Wigartha, go to Hollow Earth.
Yeah, we're going into the Hollow Earth.
We're going to go into the Hollow Earth and find the giant, tall Amazons that live there.
Yes. And Lucas, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I'm getting a sunburn.
Oh.
So we got to wrap this up.
Is there anything else that we have to say about this tree?
I think I got through most of it. I mean, it's a beautiful tree. Guys, we searched high and low to find one that we could film next to, and this was the best we could find. And
they stopped blooming early this year.
They stopped blooming early.
Because they started early.
It was a warm spring.
There were some
Can we
beautiful...
say that, Lucas?
Yeah, there
It
was a warm spring. It
spring.
was a warm late winter.
A warm winter. So anyway, this is the Texas redbud. It's a beautiful, beautiful plant, and you know, we're just famished. So you know what we're gonna do, Lucas? We're gonna go eat some alligator.
We're gonna go eat some alligator.
And that's that. So, praise Jeebus. Or wait, what was his name?
Who?
Jeebus or Jeevis? The guy who was from Nazareth? Or he was born in Bethlehem in the manger.
Come on. Come on.
I forget what the name was.
Dude.
I'm just trying to praise upon him.
No,
praise
stop.
be Jah. I and Aili Selassie.
I would prefer you say Jah.
Rastafari.
I would prefer you say Jah, yeah.
Rastaman vibration. Positive man. All right, Lucas, sorry about that dig I took at your religion there. I love Jesus Christ of Nazareth. I love the Buddha.
Oh.
And we love all of you watching at home. So thank you very much. And we'll be back soon when Lucas is done raising his barn out in Arkansas.
Raising my barn? Oh, yeah.
Remember that picture?
Yeah, I'm raising my barn.
Or he's raising a barn, or he's doing some sort of Amish stuff.
Yeah, I'm raising a barn. I'm going to be leveling a house. I'm going to be raising a barn, leveling a house, turning some compost.
Yeah, so...
I have a horse to bury, so I need to dig a hole. Not a whore. I need to go dig a hole for a horse.
Rest in peace to that Lucas's horse.
Yeah.
And we're going to go eat some alligator nuggets. And we'll be back soon. We love you all. Thank you all for watching. This has been the Growers Show Podcast, Incorporated Enterprises Broadcast System. Thank you, and good night.
Gracias.